Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Chicago White Sox. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Here we go, Singy. The fans have been waiting for this Major League debut for a while, and it's finally here. There's a lot of hype around his talent, and now we get to see how that looks at the big league level.
Yeah, this is the kind of game it's going to be shared all over social media later tonight. Baseball fans all across the world are aware of this debut, and we're lucky enough to be at the stadium for it, so I'm excited to see what he's got firsthand. My advice to him would just be to soak it all in. Don't worry about the results. Don't worry about the expectations. Just really enjoy this experience because it only happens once.
And now the center fielder, Michael Ciani.
The center fielder, Michael Ciani.
On the corner for a strike. And we are underway in game one of the series. That one out to right. Tuckman has this one sized up, reaching for it, and brings it in.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football. Ooh, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
So 2 balls and no strikes. And a foul ball.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a foul out of play.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. Let's see if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Next pitch is outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
One down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Struck him out looking.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Two outs, base is empty. And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Just missed. Wilson Contreras into St. Louis on deck circle. The pitch. And there's the automatic.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Draws the walk there.
Take your base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The first baseman.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. And that's in for a strike. On the corner for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left. On to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Here's Josh Rojas. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And a foul ball.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Fought off foul. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
And delivers outside. And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 3. Popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. One away.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Dominic.
So digging in, Dominic Fletcher. He went 2 for 4 in Sunday's game. There's a swing and a miss. Blackburn, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a four-seamer, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. And that's way high. And 1-1. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Mike Tauchman. Tap foul at the plate. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the White Sox. Scoreless after 1. Here on the south side, all set for the start of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman at El Toro High School in California. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one.
Two balls, one strike.
And that's in there at the knees. Missed with a changeup, and the count's full. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Now, Alec Burleson down and away for ball one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And that one fouled off. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Arenado, the lead runner, out at second. Burleson at first with no outs. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, pulls him off the bag. Everybody's going to be safe.
Batting it, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And the batter now, Mason Wynn. Golden opportunity right here. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, Billy, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Here's Nolan Gorman. On the ground, and it goes just foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate.
Ball, that's in.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Not close with that one, and it's 2-1.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Swings through that one out in front that
Count is 3-2.
Squirts away a little bit. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Now batting Michael Ciani.
And Boog, I'd say he's due. I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
And ball 1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
And that misses. And now 2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
All loaded up here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And fouled off. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Bases loaded, 2 down here at the top of the second. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. Bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Robert.
Blackburn back to work. Swung on, belted. That one back there. Gone! That ball was crushed. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. See, he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
Benintendi to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Donovan grabs it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. That just misses.
Outside.
Ball one. Foreman making his debut in the middle of the season after missing out on the opening day roster. I don't think anyone surprised the former first rounder made it to this level. It was more a question of when and not if, Siggy. Foul ball. That one pushed foul. One down, base is empty.
Nope. That's inside.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, you know, these early at-bats are all part of the process for a rookie, and trust me, big league pitching just looks different than minor league pitching. He still has plenty of opportunities ahead of him in this one, though.
2 outs, base is empty. Colson Montgomery now at the plate.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Nabs it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So they pick up a run of the solo shot and take the lead. We play 2 full. It's the White Sox 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Swinging a foul straight back.
Nope. Outside.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now Ivan Herrera worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That one fouled off. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. A changeup missing, and that's ball 1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. One down, base is empty. To the right side. On to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
The first baseman, Wilson.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Contreras, multi-time All-Star, batting in the cleanup spot. And he was born in Venezuela. Upstairs, 1-0. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2-1.
That one finds the corner, and the count is even 2-2. Two down, nobody on, and now it's filled up. Swing and a ground ball. Montgomery throws to first in time. St. Louis goes down in order. Nothing doing here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the White Sox 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here on the south side. And here is Sosa to the plate.
Sosa.
That one close. Ruled the ball. Ball 1. Just missed. Next offering upstairs.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Hey!
Fouled off down the right side. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Here's Corey Lee. That one is absolutely belted. And a foul ball. Lee with a homer in his last game. That
Ball
misses, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one
Nope,
missed.
that's the ball.
And that one sliced foul. The 2-2. And that one popped in the air left field. Donovan makes the catch for the out. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 5.
So the batting order turns over. Down the third baseman, Josh Rojas. He's 0 for 1. Just
That's
missed.
too high.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Just outside, and it's 2-2. Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Fletcher stands in now and watches strike one. Misses off the plate, and it's a ball and a strike.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering is in for a strike. Rojas leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ripped to short. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. So 1 left for the White Sox, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Right down the chute, 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Alec Burleson. Next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
And that's in the dirt. And there's a base hit to left. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
One down. Stepping in, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. And there's a ball. And a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
2 on, 1 out. Win the next to hit. close, but called a ball. And that's ball one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, one out. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. One now.
One ball, two strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
One out. Runners at first and second. And that's outside. Nolan Gorman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. Struck out looking his first time. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. Two on, 2 outs. On the ground to the left. Montgomery. They take the force out, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So the Cards strand a couple. They still trail 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, and here is Mike Tauchman.
The right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
That one almost got him. Popped up. Gorman makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Luis Robert.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. He's already homered in this game. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. First pitch, and he just misses. Slider clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Outside low. And that's ball 2. just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And a 3-1 on the way. Now a screamer into the outfield. Nootbaar hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
2 down, base is empty. Benintendi up here. Fly to left his first time. That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Next pitch is inside, and now it's even 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Outside. In there at the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two outs. On the outside corner, got him looking. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the White Sox 1 and the Cardinals nothing. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Jared Schuster.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Michael Ciani. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Cardinals finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. There's a reason they include runners left on base in the box score. It matters a ton, and we're seeing the impact of that again today. They've had a lot of opportunities to score without much success.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's a ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ciani checks his swing, appeal to third, and that's a swing according to umpire Matthew Ross.
Now batting,
Lars Nootbaar will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground to third. Throw sails over his head at first. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base. And usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target. And I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
One out, runner at second. Ivan Herrera digs in now. And he takes one right on the black. That's strike 1. Man at second. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's Contreras now. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Ball 1, no strike.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And that's the 3rd out. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Back at right field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Derrick Foreman. Blackburn back to work. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. And another ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 2-1. Line drive. That's a hit. And a good start to the inning. Derrick Foreman with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Colson Montgomery getting ready to hit. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, a tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. Next to hit, Lenny Sosa. He was a strikeout victim his first time. There's a strike.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
Check swing called strike. And it's 0-2.
Ball.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. Move to second. Foreman dives back in safely. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. That one is upstairs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights it off. He'll see another. swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Lee, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Movement in the bullpen. Matthew Liberatore appears to be getting loose. Leahy getting cranked up as well. Foreman on second. Montgomery over at first with one away. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw. Safe. It's 2-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Chased it outside the zone there. Not all that close to being a strike, but he showed that he can handle that location. Difficult part of the plate, and just got enough of it to dunk it the other way.
Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Josh Rojas. 1 for 2. Foul ball there. Two on, one out. Just off the outside edge. And the count even 1-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
There's the strike at the knees.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
That one not close, and it's 2-2. And that's outside. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Three balls, two strikes the count, and that'll load the bases. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Paul Blackburn done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Now on the bump, Matthew Liberatore.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So up next for Chicago, Dominic Fletcher.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
The 0-1 in the air, left field, down the line, base hit, one run in already. The second run scores. It's 4-0.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
First and second, one out. And next to hit for the Sox, Mike Tauchman. That misses. 1-0. Still only one out here in the inning. Swings through that.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Donovan hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Luis Robert.
And now it's Luis Robert. He's already homered here in this one. He was late there, strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
That's off the mark, and 1-1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Ground ball, left side, and that's just foul. Almost got him. First and second, 2 down. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The delivery to Robert. Hit in the air, center field. Ciani sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We're through 5. White Sox 4 and the Cardinals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Arenado, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2009.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That's a little bit low. That one misses, and now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Robert on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Alec Burleson.
And here is Alec Burleson. He's 2 for 2. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Wastes no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So a man at first. Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. That's in there. Strike 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
He swings and fouls 1 off. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Now batting.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. And that misses. 2-1. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Fastball for a strike. Burleson, the lead runner at second. Win on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So a hit and an error in the inning, but they aren't able to score. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. White Sox 4, and the Cardinals nothing. Here on the south side, Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. That's a strike. It's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. John King up and loosening in the pen. Fernandez, the right-hander, also getting loose. Hit in the air out to center field. Ciani racing over to make the catch.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Derrick Foreman at the plate now after picking up his first major league hit in his last at bat.
Yeah, special moment for him individually, no doubt about it. He'll remember where he hit it, who was on.
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down to the corner. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
One out, runner at second. And now the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Montgomery recently earned Rookie of the Month honors.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And
That's a
ball
ball.
1. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And that's downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. And first offering is fouled off. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. The White Sox leave one, but they lead it 4-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
White
back.
Sox.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Gilbert.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Ciani in the box now. No balls and a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
That one ripped, but foul. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Left field, Benintendi. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, catcher
Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. First pitch just misses.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
The other way. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
now batting.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. In the air out to center. Robert hustling after it. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. White Sox 4 and the Cardinals nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. John King.
Not having a lot of success against right-handed hitters. They've been hitting them around, so this next matchup might be tough for him.
Corey Lee now at the plate.
White Sox, the catcher, Corey Lee.
Off the mark there. Ball 1.
You know, these White Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Outside, and now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Next offering is in for a strike. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The third baseman, number 5, Josh.
And up next for Chicago, Josh Rojas. And that one fouled off. A base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter,
Dominic Fletcher will hit next. Pitch is in there. 0-1. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mike.
So up next for Chicago, Mike Tauchman. And it's fouled off. Rojas at second, Fletcher at first, 1 gone. Ground ball to first, could be 2. On to second, they get 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 8th inning coming up. White Sox 4, and the Cardinals nothing. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Arenado.
Gilbert back to work. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. Fastball is outside. Ripped, but it curls foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
That one ripped right center field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Now it's going to be Alec Burleson. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And there's one away.
The left fielder, number 33, Brendan Donovan.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And it's fouled away.
ball. That's upstairs.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. 1 out and a runner at second. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there, and with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
Win in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Center field.
I got it. Take.
Robert makes the play, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. White Sox 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here on the south side, and now the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Missed with a changeup. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Benintendi.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Ball 1, no strikes. Robert on the go. Pitch
Ball,
misses. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Man at second. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. The run comes in to score from second. It's 5-0.
Well, it was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Derrick Foreman steps in the box once again. It's been an impressive debut for him, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. A really good showing from the rookie, and you don't always need these guys to get off to a hot start, but it certainly makes the transition from the minors easier if you do. I hope he has a long and successful career. Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And that's downstairs and outside. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So 2 down now, and here is Lenny Sosa. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 6-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So 2 down. Corey Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. Popped up. And that'll do it. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the White Sox 6 and the Cardinals nothing. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Gus Varland.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. 0 for 3 in this one. This one smoked, could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Michael Ciani next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch misses. There's the strike. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And the count is 1-2. Upstairs. Next offering misses down and away. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 6-1.
The right fielder.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Lars Nootbaar, the next to hit. And there's a strike.
0-1.
Ball 1 there. And delivers outside.
2 strikes.
That missed by a lot, and it's a full count. Ciani stands at second with no outs. On the ground, right side. Sosa sends it to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Up next for the Cardinals, the catcher,
Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Fouled off left side.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Now one missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Hit on the ground to short. Montgomery zips it across. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Well, a run comes across the score right there, but defensively, when you have a lead like this late in the ball game, you're counting outs. Nice job of simply just trading a run for an out.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He'll circle the bases. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they close the gap. It's 6-3.
First pitch swinging, and he squared up the slider. He was ready for it. That slider on the outside part of the plate is typically hit the other way, but to be able to get to it, pull the baseball, and get it up in the air for a home run, I'm just really impressed.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Gus Varland won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So they turn to their closer, Penn Murphy.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
So 2 away with nobody on. Nato comes in to take his cuts. Just off the inside edge. Murphy, 30 years old now, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Now that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. I talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
The Redbirds down to their final strike.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
2 down, nobody on. Got it, and that's the ball game. Foreman was solid in his MLB debut. Some really nice at-bats.
Yeah, I totally agree, Boo. Nice game for him, and a treasured memory, too. I'm sure when he's telling his grandkids about this game someday, he'll be able to describe every pitch vividly.